All right. It's your girl, Ladychelle, Ford Entertainment Magazine, and I am on the line with Pinhead. Okay, first off, I'm going to ask, what kind of name is that?
If you ever seen the horror movie Clive Barker, Hellraiser, they got the horror character, and his name is Pinhead. And he has all the pins sticking all out his face, head, all over his everywhere.
Right.
But so I got the name. From that movie.
Okay. Now, how does Pinhead relate to you exactly?
So basically, I was on Old National Road, and I had my hair sticking up all over my head, and I used to say that the hairstyle, we would section off into squares, and we would take bobby pins and flatten them out. On the end of the bobby pins, it got like the little rubber tip or whatever, so we would flatten it out, stick it into the section off my hair up into squares like little Afro puffs, stick that down in the center of the first rubber band, and then add rubber bands, and we would do like blue, green, red, yellow, neon green, pink, and basically I would say that my hair, all the colors, were all the different nationalities and all the people in the world. So my hair represented the world, and I did music for the world. So a lady hit the curve and went on up the street. She turned around and she came back, and we was basically on Old National at the McDonald's, and all the employees came outside, came to the window. Some were coming outside, and they were looking at my head and laughing. I used to wear this like bandana to where it would cover like basically my forehead, and I would let it sit kind of low to basically the only way I could see in front of me. I would kind of have to hold my head up, and I was basically mimicking Pinhead from the movie because he held his head up when he talked. So the lady pulled up, and she was like, "Oh my God, I thought I had saw a peacock." And I hit the curb. Oh my God, I almost had an accident. So we all started laughing and everything. And she was like, "Nah, you know what? You remind me of the guy in the Scare movie with all the pins in his face." And I didn't know what she was talking about. So, I looked it up and I found out and I saw it. And I was like, "Oh, I get it. Now I see why she said, that I look like him." So, I watched the movie. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you know what? At that time, I think I was calling myself Caliente Don Juan, which is hot lover. And I was like, you know what? Nah, you know what I'm saying? I like this Pinhead name. So, I started writing stuff from the movie, like I'm ripping brains with hooks and chains, crashing skulls, walking down dark halls, blowing out candles, breaking glasses, kicking up in niggas' asses, turning boxes, flipping dimensions. So, I went on some old, Hellraiser shit. So I started calling my dancers and my entourage the Hellraisers, but I didn't spell it like the movie. The movie was Hellraiser. So I spelled it Hellraiser, Hellrazor, and then I came out with a clothing line called Razor Gear, and I took a double-sided blade and put razor on the top and gear on the bottom. And so I got a clothesline called Razor Gear as well. So it just all came together.
Okay, I love it. Now, tell me, in regards to your brand, how does that translate into your music? Like, you're talking about how, the name came about. I'm getting an idea of what your brand is about. But tell me about how that translates into you becoming an artist from that point.
So I started college for business, administration, and I got real sick from being in the military, and I ended up basically I'm a 100% disabled veteran, so I wasn't able to go to school because of PTSD, and I would have bad dreams and shit at night, and at the time I didn't really know what was going on. So once if you're supposed to be to class at 10, I might get there at 10:03, the door is locked. So you done failed, you done missed that. Once you miss 2 times, it was over. So I wasn't able to go to school. So what I did was I just rented a lot of books, bought a lot of books for marketing. So I just studied marketing my whole life. So that's my whole thing. Like I'm like a marketing guru. So my thing is I looked at myself like a business. So I carry myself like a business, and I market myself for a business. So like clotheslines, like keychains, anything that I can put my logo and my name on. So I got a logo for me as an artist, Pinhead. Then I got a logo, for my label, Paper Brings Satisfaction in Faith, Hope, Love, and God We Trust. Because without God, it's nothing. So, I put God first because, like at one time I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk for 5 years. I've been hit by like 4 cars. I've been in 4 car accidents, which wasn't my fault. And it just took me a while to figure it out. Every time I got hit, I was basically doing something streetwise that I shouldn't be doing. And it just took 4 car accidents for me to figure it out. But, when God wants you, no matter what you're doing, he going to get you to get right. He going to whoop you, you know what I'm saying, until you come on over into the light. So now, like I said, you see me perform. You just say, hey, I got 3 canes to walk in a wheelchair, and I don't need none of it. And medically, my spine is messed up. So what I'm doing on stage, I'm not supposed to be able to do. So that's God all day long. So me, I'm having fun. I'm happy all the time. A lot of times I'm in the club and we in VIPs and stuff like that, and I might be there 3-4 hours and I won't sit down. And people will be like, hey, man, you want to sit down? I mean, I done paid for the VIP, so you really ain't got to ask me if I want to sit down. But what it's about is that I was on my back for 5 years. I don't want to sit down. I'm happy to be able to stand up. So a lot of times I'll stand. So, a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, like it's just a process. So a lot of things that has happened with me, people that I've been connected with, a lot of it just has to do with God. It's just some things that happen. I'll be like, that's just I know that's God, So, I'm in the light, So,
okay. Now,
yeah.
with going through so much and surviving so many obstacles, and now getting a new lease on life and feeling like God is calling you to a higher purpose, what would you say in a brief summary that purpose is that you found out that you are here for?
My purpose is to uplift people and show love. Love is God, God is love. So I might be in the strip club and you might see me over there with a stripper and she throw no money. And all the other strippers and everybody trying to figure out, God, he been over there 30, 45 minutes and he ain't throw no money. I'm over there talking to her about God because she over there talking about killing herself. She tired of stripping. She tired of me and treating her any kind of way. She tired of feeling like a piece of meat or having to sell herself or something because she got bills and she's struggling. I'm over there talking to her about God. So, I'm able to go places and do things that a traditional pastor would not go, and then I'm from the street, I'm not gonna lie, I done mingled with some drugs and all kind of little bit of everything, but so I'm just able to talk to people and go places, like I said, that a traditional pastor wouldn't go, because when they see that little white collar, pastor collar, they ain't even they running, they ain't even trying to hear what you talk about, but me, because of the tattoos, the grill, they feel comfortable with me. So I'm just able to do some things, godly things that we in the last days, so it's just a lot going on, and just like cell phones, TV changes, car changes, where the devil changes, so God changes. You got to switch up the plan.
Absolutely, I'm with you. So where can people follow you and follow the journey and get more of these positive messages that you are sharing with the world?
Basically, just go to my IG, at Pinhead, PINHEAD _ATL, PINHEAD _ATL, and just go up into my bio. And in most cases, it's a link up there that you click on, and it'll take you to my manager, everything that I got going on. And shouts out to Johnny Cabell. Johnny Cabell has been helping me and doing things for me. That's light-skinned Keisha's manager and Shawty Lowe's old manager. So he's been helping me as well. He kind of helps me out. So That's it, man. Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sitting down with me, and I cannot wait to share your story with our readers.
And then I appreciate you as well, Queen. And God bless. And thank you.
You too.